Copyright disclaimer. Selection time in America is approaching. Hence, videos of
Kamala Harris
are circulating. There's that entitled 4 Photos is a second confirmation for me, while the first was a dream that I had wherein a male voice uttering Olen that prompted me to check. It means ancestors' descendant, legacy, or relic. Furthermore, it mentions about having an old
soul.
Without further ado,
Kamala
means
Lotus
or pale red. The
Goddess.
Lakshmi.
caught my attention in the Mahabharata. According to Britannica Encyclopedia, she is the god for
fortune, wife
of
Vishnu.
in each of his.
Incarnation.
She is often depicted to be sitting on a
Lotus
voluptuous with elephants on the side. Her vehicle is a white owl, signifying.
wisdom,
But what caught my attention was that she is greatly revered in
Jainism.
that teaches a path towards
spiritual,
purity, enlightenment through disciplined nonviolence that they call.
Ahimsa.
At first glance, this religion might seem great, for their battle is regarding asceticism, to deny themselves from physical or psychological desires, abstinence. But there are certain things that seems bothering for me.
1,
Is that the monks
And
nuns starts at the early age of 8, wherein the boy or girl have to renounce their old
life,
continuously traveling to avoid getting rooted or having what they call that connection with the place, or
people,
they have this extreme belief in,
the existence of a living being.
hence they don't shower because of the microorganisms. They wear a white mask on their mouths to prevent them from coughing on those microorganisms. The heartbreaking part is that those children need to take alms in order to eat or drink, regardless if their parents are well off. There was even an interview with a couple who had their children take this vow for them to attain
moksha.
liberation,
from the endless
rebirth,
Bad karma is a chain of iron, and good karma is a chain of gold, but both are chains. All souls can be reborn in the Loka as any of 4 types: plant or animal, human, hell being, or god, which is what the swastika in the Jain symbol represents, each of the 4 potential rebirths.
This was the parent that was interviewed. That hand sign was intriguing. Upon checking, there are certain hand signs called
Mudra.
that is a seal, mark, or gesture used in certain activities that is said to be often esoteric. Coincidences are unaccidental. Mentioned here, acts being a kind of visual seal, affirming a
mystical,
or
Magical.
vow or utterance,
Mudra.
recently became a colloquial term or gay lingo for
mother,
the sign that he made kind of look like or resembles the
Yoga.
Yoni.
Mudra.
literally womb or vulva, wherein vulgar came from or originated. The symbol of the.
Goddess.
Shakti.
Furthermore, it piqued my curiosity, why do they do the Indian sit? According to Vasiyat website, this cross-legged or
Lotus.
position has different poses, evolving from it, helping the body. But really, BADDA means to bind,
Vajra.
originated from a god. Same with
Padma.
that takes Lanu back to,
Lakshmi.
Goddess.
that is connected with,
Jainism.
that has beliefs that would align perfectly with the NWO's agendas. Alright there, pertaining nonviolence, no injury, sounds great. But that can be used in order to push the tolerance, equality agenda. Then their vegetarianism can be used in order to push the Animal Protection Act. Don't get me wrong, of course, they need to be protected, but what's hiding there is the no meat agenda, the eat the bugs agenda. Then their environmentalistic inclination can be used to push the climate change agenda, sustainability agenda, the planeta agenda. Then there's another belief that can be abused too.
Fourth Mahabharata is the complete renunciation of sexual relations. Because, how do I say this? Strict Jains believe that people pollen contains vast numbers of living things, most of which will die soon after the act is complete. They also believe that having a romantic relationship is a form of attachment.
Can be used to push the celibacy agenda, making them opting out to be in a covenant, then no children, depopulation agenda. Is it a stretch, a far-fetched idea to assume why she is using that?
Flower.
It's already there in America.
The first thing you do in yoga is you set an intention to set your relationship right with the world. It's going to ask you to consider to do your best, no matter what, to perfect the paramount virtue, which is for Jains the paramount virtue as well, of nonviolence.
What they call
Ahimsa.
You want to set your relationship to the world in a way where you are inflicting the least violence possible and always thinking about how can I reduce my violence on the world.
Furthermore,
Over the course of the past several years, Jain donors in the United States, or I should say in North America, have come together and pooled their resources to create funded positions to teach Jain studies. They want the students to be aware that being nonviolent is even an option.
brainwashing is what it is.
And then just begin to pay attention to your breath, be thankful for your breath. So we're going to start a breathing exercise with all the things that are going on in the United States right now, with politics, with violence. Of course, the message of nonviolence brings something positive to think about, but even more specifically, the perspective of multi-perspectivalism.
Multi-perspectivalism, an open to all basin.
Giving people a chance to voice what it is that they want to voice, as long as we're willing to do it in a civil way that doesn't eventually escalate into violence. And even in America, we have our own legacy of philosophies of free speech.
Really, but the nonviolence belief might be used in order to censor speech with high probability. But ani have put my bitakon batakati in ata, O Yahuwah, ani have uttered, you are my Elohim, Elohai. Don't let me be ashamed, O Yahuwah, for ani have called upon ata. Let the wicked be ashamed, let them be silenced in the grave. Let all esteem be unto Yahuwah through Yahushua, our Mashiach. Shalom, shalom.